two or three are gathered in my name, there am I in their midst. And whatsoever ye shall ask, I will do.
I was just trying to find a way to summarize these last 40 days on my way over here. Basically, the only thing I could come up with was that it was an intense spiritual battle. And as my husband and I were praying on the bus just to ask the Lord to give me the words to speak to you tonight, it came clear to me an incident that happened. We were here last night praying from 7 on, and from about 7:05 for about half an hour, some guy was just standing about here. He was wearing a costume, a wrestler's costume, full mask on, so we had no idea who he was. He had this fake wrestling belt on, and he had this brass knuckle he kept playing with, and it was rather intimidating. We were standing just over there, and there was a gentleman with two gentlemen, each with their one sons, and myself, my husband, my sisters, and my sister, and one of the gentlemen started walking back and forth with his son, and this guy did not move for half an hour. At one point, the gentleman pulled out his phone and called the police, because as he said, we don't have to take this. This was intimidation. We didn't have to take it. And as we were making our way here on the bus, it clicked. This is what these last 40 days felt like. It was like there was this immovable obstacle, and who wouldn't budge. And the only thing we can do is stand. We just stood there and prayed, and I just prayed for this young man to find the true purpose of his life, rather than just stand here in a ridiculous costume, to put the strength that he obviously had towards building God's kingdom.
On a vu des percées parfois, ici, des courageux et des courageuses qui étaient venus. Oui, il y a eu des abus physiques ici, des circonstances. Moi-même, j'étais là lorsque quelqu'un a commencé à garrocher nos choses, puis a manqué de frapper notre ami ici, Frank, un jour. Puis j'étais content que ce n'était pas arrivé, mais je m'étais dit, quand j'ai vu Frank tellement silencieux à côté de cet homme-là, qui était menaçant quand même, ça m'avait vraiment donné un lift d'encouragement. J'étais un peu en hors de cet homme-là, tu sais. Alors, les autres personnes qui se sont fait mal durant la campagne, on a prié pour eux, mais pour les personnes qui ont fait ces choses-là, c'était pour que nous, on prie pour eux. Le Seigneur nous a apporté ces gens-là afin qu'on les apporte en prière. Parce que le Seigneur est mort pour sauver ce monde-là. Alors, eux qui sont malades, on demande au Seigneur de les guérir naturellement et de les convertir.
Many individuals from different churches and just about every parish took part in this fall campaign. They answered the call to be prayerful witnesses as to what is happening or going on at the doors behind 65 Bank Street. What is being done to the lives of these, the least of our brethren, the brethren who do not even have voices to cry out. Before we started these 40 days campaigns, what was going on at that location was largely unknown. You notice there are no signs indicating what's taking place. This is the way the forces of darkness like to work. They want to keep their deeds hidden and away from the light of day. Now, because of our presence during these past 3 campaigns, the bright light of truth is breaking through the darkness and showing that innocent lives are being snuffed out at that location. The numerous people who work in the surrounding buildings or who walk or drive through this busy street have become aware of what's going on behind these doors. They also now know that there are individuals unafraid and willing to stand up and pray for God's mercy and for His intercession that His abomination end. Of course, the forces of darkness are not willing to give up easily. And as we saw this in the past week especially, there were some nasty reactions to our presence. Make no mistake about it, the prayerful, peaceful effort on our part is having a major impact on our community, and the enemy does not like it one bit, and hence the reactions.
There's a lot of suffering and sacrifice involved in this, and God told me there would be, and I was here the other day, and I just want to say there were two things I remember in my mind when I left. I was walking down Bank Street, and a lady turned to me, and I was carrying my sign. She had a young child with her, very young, and I guess her partner with her. She said, "Thank you." And that was God's affirmation, and maybe she changed her mind because of our witness here. And maybe I know we're making a difference. And I walked a bit further, and as I got close to the church where I parked my car, a man said something very insulting and abusive, but you know what? I got a smile from somebody when I walked into the church. So God always has the last word.
His disciples came to him, and he began to teach them. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of God.
Heureux ceux qui pleurent, car Dieu les consolera. Heureux ceux qui sont humbles, car Dieu leur donnera la terre en héritage. Heureux ceux qui ont faim et soif de justice, car ils seront rassasiés.